Oh, I needed this music after yesterday. Given that administrative shit show that we had, we're going to have a calm stream today. We're going to relax. Maybe catch a rabbit. Find a supply cache, hopefully. And then leave. It's a good clean game today, boys. Augur? Yes. Welcome to the stream. Gwynblade, good afternoon. Salty, Chaz, good morning. We're going to use our quiet voices today. Deal? Will you say that, Augur? I woke up this morning to the news that I had a perfect score prediction for the Korea game. Lovely. That's how you start your day. Not Siddle. Katz has got some tidying up work to do, like taking Siddles' mates and stuff off the scores, but I think we had a good example yesterday of how this is going to work. It sounds like he put a lot of work into it as well, and it's kind of cool. Yeah, the World Cup has begun, and it was weird, that opening game. I'm still not sure. What a mess. Did you see Augur, by the way? They'd had 4 red cards in the entirety of the Qatar tournament, and there was 3 in the opening game yesterday. So dumb. Alright, it's Friday. It's long dark. The goal for today is to leave Milton. I'm assuming we can't save the old lady. We're going to have to just leave her where she is. So maybe we'll get her some food before we go. Why do I spend all of 2026 getting food for old ladies who refuse to leave the house? I say that I shouldn't accuse Grandma in my summer car of refusing to leave the house. She just refused to leave the house in that van. Today. Is Bosnia playing today? Oh, have they got America, haven't they? Wow, imagine. Did you hear they played El Sonadito when he scored? It's so dumb. Oh, Bosnia got Canada. Oh, Bosnia beating Jesse Marsh. I fancy that. But today, we must not get too excited. We must remain calm. Today is a calm stream. There's only 5 people from the Doomhaus allowed in this one today. Sorry, it looks like I've just closed the game again, but when you open Wintermute, it closes one EXE and opens another. We're not going to be able to watch it, are we? Because we'll be golfing. What? Fuck golf off? I think we will. I love how fast this game loads. Okay. Why have I got health... Oh, I've got major health concerns, haven't I? I remember now. Yeah, I tried to explore in the north, didn't I? And, didn't find... Well, I found a couple of bits and bobs. I think we found a clue, didn't we? Saying that there's something at the church. But... then we're going to leave. But yeah, I tried to make it home and I, died and had to, limp back. I didn't die, but nearly. I've got a lot of health concerns. Yeah, look, I've got a sprained wrist, sprained ankle. Just general pain. And hypothermia. We're going to have to deal with this before we leave. I need bandages for a sprained wrist. Do I have bandages? Turned away the Bosnian team's flight. No, they said they would assimilate in the... hang on, just bandage my wrist. They said they would assimilate in the song. Okay, sprained wrist is healed. I've got a sprained ankle. Have I even got enough friggin' bandages to pull this off? Wait. I thought it said a sprain is dealt with a bandage. Rest or drop some of your gear. We're over cucumbered, that's why. Have they actually Gwynblade? Why Bosnia of all places? By the way, this is very much not unprecedented. I know it probably reaching a lot of people's new algorithms because of because it's America, right? But this stuff happens a lot. It has believable. It happens every fucking year. Alright, let's use painkillers on my bad pain. Hypothermia risk. Your body temperature is very low, and if it remains this low, you'll get hypothermia. Right, I need to put some of my stuff down. I'm cucumbered. before we set off, I want to go search around the church because that's our only clue at the moment, right? Okay, we'll drop a couple of these pairs of pants, drop a few of these hats, gloves, mittens. Why was I walking around with a pair of summer brogues in my inventory? Some old knackered socks as well. There we go. Should no longer be at a sprain risk. Might make some new bandages though. Forgive me. We slept in, I think, in a cave before leaving, so we should be alright there. Muse, welcome to the stream. How's the surviving going? Only just started and trying to make up for the failures of the last session. Drop some of these cans as well, I think. Along with all the others. Inventory, there we go. Right, drop a few of you. Bang, bang, bang. Don't need 2 bedrolls, that's probably not helping. We'll put a bedroll over here. This knackered one. Everything. Oh, I tell you what, when the sun comes up, we'll go put that snare out today. I need to work out how snaring rabbits works. And if anybody knows, please don't tell me. Blind playthrough, right? Alright, we're healthy. Gormless, but healthy. Things are going alright. This is the thing, though. I need to get her some extra supplies, catch a rabbit, a single fucking rabbit. I'm just on normal Muse, yeah. I've never played the full Wintermute before, so now it's come out, we're going for it. I usually play stuff on ramped up difficulties, but given we're playing blind and we're brand new, seems sensible, right? What is that? Okay, let's drink. Doesn't help I'm carrying around about 7 kilos of tea. As these episodes were coming out, I played bits and bobs, but yeah, I've never played the full Wintermute before. I'm relatively familiar with the base mechanics, but I have a terrible memory, and it's been at least 4 years since I touched it, and about 6 years since I played it with any gusto. God, I feel like yesterday my short-term memory got really exposed. Alright, what we like for food? I am kind of hungry and I could do to get some food down. Let's have some peaches. Then we'll go once the sun's up to a satisfactory degree. Who does is boiling peaches a thing in real life? I feel like that's how you get burns from the hot sugar, which is actually the name of Augur's new album. Okay, another can. I'm trying to work out how to not carry around so much shite with me at all times. Yeah, all that cloth's not going to help, is it? Do I have a cloth pile? So I thought I did have a cloth pile. It'd help if the old lady turned the lights on. Let's make a cloth pile. I'd have to work out what I take with me and what I don't as well. Oh, we can drop all. That leather can't be light. Recently picked it up again and you've forgotten totes so much. And it abuses you when you it abuses a bad memory, this game, it feels like. What am I carrying that I don't need to be carrying? Maybe 2 litres of fuel for a thing I don't have. Might cut down a bit on backpack space. Don't need all this lantern fuel either, do we, for the same reason? Nice of the game to offer me a potential future with tons of lantern fuel and then not give me a lantern. I'm sure I'll find one at some point. Another can that needs dropping. I must admit though, I do like the inventory management. If there's one thing this game does very well, it's that. All this herbal tea. Do you know what? Can I give her the herbal tea? Because I need to fill her fridge as well before we leave. I'd really like to have left this area. Right, she can have all this herbal tea. Quite a lot of coffee as well, but I think I'm going to keep coffee on me. So what does that look like for progress in terms of her extra supplies? Shit, a lot of food. Now's about the time to work out how to catch rabbits. Press 1 to have an interesting conversation with Grandma to make other grandmas jealous. Thanks, Chaz. That's a very nice suggestion. I'm sure the old lady will like that very much. All he wants to talk about is sleeping with old women, does Chaz? I think we're uncovering something that we didn't know but heavily suspect. There, craft and place snares. Oh, fucking hell. Nice afternoon. Yeah, it's... I mean... Can I get any of her firewood out? Or is this just in here for good now? It might be in here for good. Fuck. I'm gonna need some firewood, aren't I? Because if I can get across to the area where we was placing the rabbit snare... Not afraid to admit, I love some old ladies. What are you scared of? Being gifted $2 and some hard candy? Chaz, what am I going to do with $2 in this economy? Fucking hell. Aye, it's a rum day. Did I bring the rabbit snare out with me? Did I actually not? Oh, it's there, yeah, right. We've got the snare. I know that there's a shed over here that has a fire barrel inside it where we can warm up if need be. I'm getting a bit less interested. I'm getting a little bit less interested in finding the... finding like the keys to everything and all of that. Maybe we'll just get there, shall we? Just get these the quests done so we can leave. Okay, across the bridge and the farmland should be on the right when we get there. My God, it's cold. $2 is better than no dollars. Well, I suppose that's 200 bits that I can use to abuse people on Twitch. I'm sure Chaz has been shot for that in the past, Muse. Jesus Christ, my temperature is flying down. Shed's on the right here. Maybe we can scrap some timber or something to keep the fire going. I don't think even the wolves are going to be out in this stupid weather. Where's the shed?
I can't feel my hands.
Yeah, I know, Mackenzie. Am I lost? The shed should be here somewhere. There it is. Is that the shed? Or is that the farmhouse? There's the shed. There's the shed. We're alright.
Cold.
We're alright, we're alright. Right. Please say I left some firewood in here. Got 50% chance of success, and if this doesn't work, I'm up shit's creek. Dougie, good morning. No. Is there actually nothing to make a fire with in here?
Damn.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Okay, this might kill me. Alright, we've got some firewood. Did I not bring any accelerant? Alright, 50-50 chance. I've just got to pray that I can get this started. Oh my God.
Come on. I'll die if I don't warm up soon.
Alright, this is... I might have just started today's stream with a death. 55% chance. Alright, we've got over a half percentage chance to start this fire. I think doing this in a blizzard. Come on! Come on, please. Can't keep failing 50-50 rolls, can I? Dougie, are you well? Good morning.
Come on, then.
Oh,
Thank goodness for that.
okay, I've got about an hour of heat now, but if I could go out and find some more wood to fuel this with. There might be some wood over by the house.
Goddamn freezing.
Yes, we know, Mackenzie. It's not exactly the warmest building, is it? This ladder, maybe? How could I not scrap these wooden things? It'll take me 27 minutes to break down. I can't afford it, can I?
So cold.
Shit, I might actually die. You could unlock fire until you satiate new grandma's burning desire. Scumbag. Tell you what. Can I warm up some of this rose-hip tea? Then I might get a little, like, heating up bonus or something. Oh, immediately my temperature drops all the way. This could be bad. Right, drink this warm tea. That treatment did not do anything, it says. Okay, right, what's the temperature time left on the fire? 56 minutes, maybe if I... Right, we're going to have a run and find some firewood. Was that my only option? No? You, surely. Where's the wolves out here? Sticks, sticks, sticks. Yeah, sticks, sticks, sticks. I'm trying to figure out how to snare rabbits, Muse. I should put the snare down now, actually, but again, I don't think there's going to be a great deal of rabbits here either, is there? We'll figure it out, Just got to get through the next 5 minutes. Anything made of wood that can be broken down. I mean, in an emergency we could sprint back to town, but I wouldn't fancy my chances.
Can't feel my feet.
Okay, old birch bark, that'll do. But it can only be used as tinder, annoyingly. There. Okay, this is going to backfire, but I think I brought the axe. But yeah, the fire's going to have gone out back at the shed, but that's alright. Now I'm cold, really cold. Run. Can't break you down, can I?
So cold.
Oh, I can see the embers of the fire, it's still going. I might be able to rescue this if I'm quick. Run, Mackenzie, run. It's not too loud, is it, by the way? Where are you? Oh, how many... Okay, there's 21 minutes left. Volume's good, yeah? Okay, we can warm up. Let's have another one of those teas. In fact, let's have some reishi tea and see if that fixes anything. So the reason I'm out here at this farm is I want to get the things done before we leave. And one of them is to snare a rabbit. Now, last time we played, there was a lot of rabbits in this one little area. And I might just knock about out here until it can, the storm calms down, if it ever will. Is that traps? No, what was traps? Right, there was like a little depression here, wasn't there, that was full of rabbits. Obviously not in this weather, but was it here? I think it was. Alright. Snare is placed. I don't know if they're there during a... Yeah, I imagine not. Like it was full of them last time we were there, and there wasn't any just now. What am I going to do? It'd be nice if I could get in the farmhouse, but I don't have the key. And this guy didn't drop it, did he? No. When the weather clears, we'll maybe leave the snare here for a bit and go to... we'll go carry on with the... We'll go look for the cache up near the church. I read all the notes again when I started, when I was setting up for the stream, so I think that might be where we go next. Shall we just make a break for Grandma's house? Shall I sit on your hands? Maybe we'll sleep at her place until the blizzard abates. Alright, tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to... I won't spoil her up, but if you... Yeah, no, I'm alright, yeah. I appreciate it. Alright, I'm going to pass 2 hours and see if the storm abates. Oh, sounds like it has. Nice.
I could eat anything.
Okay, and there's a deer over there. Alright. We just stood around by the fire for 2 hours there. And the storm has passed. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, it's like turning the tractor off in my winter car. You finally get a bit of peace. I need to eat, though. Can you cook a tin of sardines in real life? Like, obviously you can, but would you... There's rabbits there. Would you be called a maniac if you just, like, fried some sardines? Look, there's the rabbit, there's the snare. The rest, as they say, is history. Shrill good morning. You got Panama. How do you feel about that? I say, how do you feel about that? You've walked in screaming, go Panama, so I think I can answer that. Shrill good morning. Alright. The rabbit snare is pitched by the farmhouse. I'm going to nip back to Grandma's. I'm going to need to get her some food, though, aren't I? I wonder if I grab a rabbit and snap it up. Just so I can bring some food back to Grandma. Let's do it, because the wolves aren't around right now. So we're playing My Alaskan Car. Sothan, it's set in Canada. Can you please stop trying to claim this game for America? Sothan, good morning. It's pronounced Panama. It's not. It's set in Norway, so... Bullshit. That first shot missing was some massive bollocks. Gwynblade like Beyonce. Oh, hugely. That's because you don't pay attention to your friends. Right, picking up some stones. I'm not going to wait here. I'm not going to wait for the trap, but I'm going to wait for the rabbits to come back. Then I'm going to snap one up and take it back because she needs food. It'd be nice if I could kill a deer. Imagine. Yeah, the wolves are patrolling in the field, look. It felt like such a big distance when I was walking in the blizzard. I don't know if you walk slower in a blizzard. By the way, this is one thing that's always wound me up about this game. I've got 2 layers of gloves on right now, but for some reason the game has decided that the default hand model should be bare hands. Bizarre, good morning. David Lee Roth has a nicer ass. Oh, you fuck. Trying to be patient. We're taking this home to cook for Grandma. It's like when we collect fish in My Summer Car. Oop, fuck. Well, they're not exactly going to walk into my snare, are they? So I need to snare a rabbit before I'm allowed to leave everybody. Has our good work on 10 streams, even though you've not missed one for probably 600 at this point. Right, one more rabbit, then I'm going home. Okay, one more rabbit, then I'm going home. Okay. So, is that inconsistent, or am I just shit? Please say the former. That was embarrassing. Alright, survive the storm. I'm going to come home with a couple of bits of... I don't know if I'm going to have to butcher these before they're accepted as food for Grandma. Not Grandma. Hello. Oh, no, 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 no. Please let me over here. Fuck, it's actively hunting me as well. Let me use these fences. Okay, Mackenzie, just run. Just run. Nothing's worth dying for. Yeah, but stuck behind that fence. Run, 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 run. I can hear it fucking galloping. And I'm running out of sprint. Oh my god, it's... I can't sprint any longer. Fuck, 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 fuck. So calm. It's alright. It does just not realise yet that you taste terribly. Okay, that's as much sprint as I've got. No, 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 no.
Need some first aid.
Yeah, I know. Run, run, run. Ow. Fucking hell, could have had the axe. I'm petting it. It nearly petted my legs off. The simulator, welcome to the stream. Saying good afternoon. We don't pet with axes. Why are you fucking knobheads always on everything else's side? Oh, bandage the wolf bite. And I'm infected.
Good dog, protecting our neighbourhood.
Shut up. Oh my god, there's another one. I can't survive another one of them. Okay, we've got away with it. There's Grandma's house, it's fine. Satan, welcome to the stream. Call it pupper or doggo so people know you're educationally subnormal. Way to defend yourself from the soft little puppy. Okay, go. Go. Ugh. You're outdated, Gwendolyn. This is the educational standard since COVID. Grandma, I've been out. It's terrible. Paula, welcome to the stream. Simulator Satan, how are we? You sustained a wound that could result in infection if left untreated. Alright, I'll tell you what. We'll use one of our beard things. You know what? I went out to go set the trap and get some food. I have set the trap and got some food. Where's that beard thing? There. Oh, that's the lichen, isn't it? What did it say? Antiseptic? Yeah, antiseptic. On the wolf bite. Jesus. Bottle of hydrogen peroxide, useful for cleaning wounds. Alright, we're back from the dead. Hurt, but back from the dead. Grandma, I barely survived that, well done. If only the afflicted weren't adults at the time and not in full-time education. My uni had to overhaul their math standard because the last few years something like 40% of engineering majors were having to take remedial high school maths. Christ. Couple that with butchered attention spans and everything and we're on for a wild ride. Alright, Grandma, I've made it home, but I'm very tired. Not very tired, but I'm getting tired. And hungry. Let's boil some water. No, wait, do I have any? I might have some old coffee that I can drink. I do not. Brilliant. Let's use this old 53% coffee. Whew. It's not necessarily that the students are dumb, it's that the maths education's fucked. Well, we know somebody who teaches maths, don't we, sir, then? Isn't it more linked to the use of tech in schools more than the slump in standards due to COVID? It's got to be a bit of both, hasn't it? Okay. Got the warming up benefit, we've made it home. I don't know, Sothan, maybe I'm mistaken. You nearly taught it yourself, Sid. I didn't know that about you. So that kind of spell maths. Okay. Another successful mission for you. Ungrateful. Right, now what I think I'm going to do is, just so I know where I am, we're going to get the rabbits, drop one, and then drop the other. And I'm going to go like this, and we're going to harvest it for a kilo of meat. I wonder if I can give it the guts and the hide. Maybe I can. It's a lot of things, probably my bias based on incomplete info I admit understand, is that most of what's happening is that primary schools don't fail kids for any reason, so the kids just get bumped up even if they don't know the material. So it's possible to not fail in some states. I only did year one. Turns out I did not get on with teaching. Is it not for you? Be alright if it wasn't for the kids, you know. Right, move that in, and move that in. That was about a kilo. Is that enough, or am I going to be farming for a while to get this quest done? What is it? Extra supplies. Oh no, that was actually quite good. Okay. Tell you what we'll do as well. Do I need some of these energy drink things? Probably don't. Let's put some of them in there as well. A lot of water. Can I just boil loads of water and give her that? You wouldn't be moody about it, would you, Grandma? Well, I do need food, and I'm just giving some of it away. Let's put some of these rabbit carcasses over here. She seems to be content to sit in her chair by a load of rotting corpses. Right, what time is it? The sun's about to go down. Do you reckon we can get a little bit of exploration at the church going? Don't even get the right number of letters. The kids who don't know the material in the class are disruptive because they've got no idea what's going on, which makes it difficult for the ones who are trying to apply themselves. In most schools, I think my understanding is that most of the Anglophone/European world is difficult, if not impossible, to fail kids. Huntsville's made up of like 35% engineering majors or something absurd, so the maths education in here is actually pretty solid since the government puts a lot of money into it. Yeah, it's NASA country, isn't it? I'm assuming it's a big STEM area. It's not be happy with being a teacher's assistant, but the pay there sucks, you know. Better for the admin stats to pass everyone. And they don't have to deal with parents bitching. Right, I'm just going to go and check the area around the church, because one of the notes said there might be something there. US schools are bad for not failing kids that need it, yeah. I get the idea of not making primary schools a harsh pass-fail thing, as I suspect the harm that does to kids is worse than the odd person that fails in higher education that might have been incorrectly elevated in terms of ability. You're learning it slowly the hard way, yeah. We used to have a law called No Child Left Behind, which made it much harder to fail children. That was replaced in 2012 with Every Child Succeeds Act, which made it a little easier, but it's still very hard to fail kids. It involves paperwork to fail. Reaps, welcome to the stream. In other news, they're rehiring senior staff because the younger generation are, quote, useless. Are we going to be one of them situations where we're living through a period where we realise we've made a bunch of mistakes, where we've got all this technology and all of this stuff happened all at once, and then there was this massive slump temporarily, and we just have to be the ones that suffer in the slump? I'm a solid example of the downside of No Child Left Behind stuff. Too many kids passing school when they shouldn't have. I'm a solid example. Proud of you, Chaz. Primary school, I feel, should teach kids how to socialise and learn. The academic side comes later. Yeah, how to learn is important. It's an insane amount of paperwork. When I was a teacher's assistant, I had a whopping 1 page, while the teacher I was shadowing had a big stack. Not claiming No Child Left Behind was any good, I don't know, but apparently the peak of kids' scores on standardised testing college success was during that. It's not a defence of it, it's just complex, yeah. Right, what did that note say? It said something... Oh, fucking hell, I can't remember what it said. I went through all the notes in the notes thing that I found for a clue of maybe where to find these caches. And one of them said something behind the church. I 100% should have failed various grades, but I didn't because they were too easy to pass. Again, one of my favourite Doomhaus stories is that Chaz nearly failed Spanish in high school. It's so good. Grew up in a Spanish household, for the record. Only saw a single kid fail when he was being a teacher's assistant. Got a C in maths, which was interesting. Which, when it comes to education, a lot didn't do exams and were just marked based on class performance. What does class performance mean? Just how you... Oh, so you're not examinated, just based on how well you did in the lesson. Shaggy Dan, good morning. This is a lovely conversation to open up to. Unfortunately, I've got no idea on that front. It doesn't make sense is why we insist every kid learns the same material at the same rate. Why do we even think every kid will learn algebra in exactly a year? Especially if they can pick up geometry in 6 months. Give them a year and a half or 2 for algebra if that's harder for them. Well, I guess they're dealing at scale as well, aren't they? But yeah, you're right. Okay, apparently there's something... Okay, what did that note say? Cats, good afternoon. Yeah, COVID was fucked. A teacher friend of mine didn't teach for months, where all they did was gather kids into gym and watch movies. There was no teaching. Just needed kids to seats to get funded. There's another problem, right? What's that deer doing? Am I safe to walk on ice? There's a mechanic in this game where you're not, isn't there? Reaps, cats, Shaggy Dan, welcome to the stream on 175, no less. I wish I could kill a deer. That'd be exactly the amount of food we needed for grandmother, wouldn't it? Is there a building or a shack or something? Right, I'm going to have to go back and read that note. There's something around here. Education is a broad system for a large range of individuals. It's broken fundamentally, but there's no feasible or affordable solution. It doesn't seem so, right? It's the affordable bit. Okay. Kids should just learn to get on my level of algebra. 2 times equals 4. I fucking got this. So proud of you, Sothan. My worst class was English, but I think part of the problem is that the teacher had just passed our homework to the person behind, and the person behind was probably the smartest person in the class. When he was going over answers, she marked everything wrong. I wish I had one of the dumb kids who didn't pay attention grading my homework. I'd have just got 100% on everything. Also, they got one of the kids to... Or was it based on his answers or something? Okay, I feel like I'm wasting my time here. I can't remember where that note was, though. Great because I was failing because I was a shit student, but I didn't get punished at home because I said the teacher sucked. My mum went to school to see what was up with my grades, and the teacher spoke to her in Spanish, since it's my mum's first language. Then my mum asked her to speak English because her Spanish was awful as well. I like that as the solution. As an explanation. Right, yeah, let's go in the church and warm up. Unless it's in this log. See, this is just going back up to the area where I got lost before, right? You got away with it at home. So you have to put on a performance where you're in trouble at school. Get inside and go read it. Most school time is spent trying to get kids to behave rather than learning, yeah. Which I think that's the thing that's probably struggling now because of technological change, right? Peer grading is an effective way to learn. What, an en masse, on scale, and affordable? Is that was you responding to that part of the conversation? There's a point in life where you can see that perceived success in life of people you went to school with have a depressingly small correlation with their academic achievement. Yeah, precisely. Most that multiple choice shit. A, B, C, D, but never even checked if the kid's graded properly. And I guarantee one kid told me he didn't mark one thing wrong on someone's stuff the entire year. Fucking hell.
I need to find food.
Okay. Sorry, Mackenzie, I've got a lot to read. Let's get this fire started so I can sit for a bit. Whew, where was I? Primary school exists to teach kids how to behave. Did I question that or something, or have I? Are you responding to Salty there? Okay, next one. There's a story of a teacher in an inner city school around me who took a school from never offering pre-calculus. No student was ready for it, to whole cohorts passing the highest level of calculus offered pre-university in something like 5 years. If I could snap my fingers and do this without having to figure out the hard details, I'd make it so transformational teachers like that could make 500 grand. Yeah, there's no real incentive to get up to that level, I suppose, is there? Someone mentioned wanting the dumb kids to grade their papers along those lines. I feel like it has to be the parents who teach kids how to behave. Obviously school and socialisation have a role, but if the parents don't reinforce it at home, there's nothing a school can do. But then this goes back to our usual responsibility thing when it comes to parental responsibility when it comes to kids, right? If the kid doesn't get what we think their parents should be doing, do we just leave them to the wolves and say, well, it's not, you know what I mean? That is leaving kids behind, right? I had a shit English class as well. She was trying to be the next Coach Carter movie documentary, it felt, so she would hell bust our ass for no reason. She said if we did exactly what she requests to 100% accuracy, we would only get 70 for a grade. She said we needed to go above and beyond, and it's safe to say I failed that one. To be in a documentary. Just got the record for the shortest My Summer Car Life, I reckon. I walked out of the house, tried to push the car into the garage and got crushed by it. You get what you deserve for trusting the My Summer Car Physics Simulator. Yeah, it would be nice to assume that parents are careful. She's tried to fail her entire class one year. The principal went up to her during the class and tore into her. She was fucking up all kinds of shit. Keep circling back to kids this week. Yeah, we've had a lot of discussions about parental responsibility, haven't we, this week, it seems. Right, I need to read these notes, then I'm going to eat this beef jerky. Most parents, including all of us that have ever had this sort of responsibility, are woefully unprepared. Some people's best isn't enough, some people don't care, and some people do well. Yeah, but as we say, like at the... I know you agree with this, but... I think that is where the parental responsibility... sole parental responsibility hits a wall, right? There's no incentive, but even deeper than that, there's not a really good way to measure merit in teachers, especially not outside of those extreme cases. How do you distinguish a good teacher dealing with challenging students from a mediocre teacher dealing with highly motivated class? Yeah. Idolising the edge cases can be a recipe for disaster. The family you... That's the perfect way to put it, Gwynblade. Yeah, the family you land in is a lottery. The school isn't. Glad I don't have to think too much about it. I opted out of reproducing. I didn't read the notes, did I? Right. Notes. Milton Post Office note. One of these mentioned something about the church. We're likely to never find it back. I should have stopped him from taking the truck while he was on the drink. I'll see what I can do. Left with the others, but the storm turned bad and I couldn't keep up. Some turned back to see if they could wait it out at the old church. I kept going, but I think I took a wrong turn. I'll backtrack in the morning and see if I can find their trail. But the only note that I found here was... See, this is the medicine in the backyard one, right? There was one we found at the school. Pastor's note. It's not that one, is it? Sorry, we're trying to work out a puzzle here. There was one that was talking about having left some... I left with the others, the storm turned bad, I couldn't keep up. So this is the one that we got confused, right? No longer passionate yet. Winter forecast. See, it's all just official documentation. I'm looking for a cache, right? I swear there was something that mentioned the church, though.
All I could think about is food.
Yeah, we're getting hungry. We should go back. Interesting enough, that's somewhat close to what my father's dissertation was, except he focused more on the kids than the teachers. My experience, in the strong majority of cases, if the parents are trying their best, even if it's not perfect, the kids respond. It's when parents check out of their roles as parents that gets bad. Definitely, yeah. Yeah. But either way, right, it's not like the kid's going to suffer, so... Not either way, but if that happens, the kid suffers. Divorced couple who generally do their best to parent will genuinely have better results than a loveless marriage where both work all the time and abdicate raising their kids. That's, yeah, this is it, right? If there was some kind of safety net, there's a fallback for these cases. I don't know how you raise to turn the tide when the kid is getting mixed messages from home and school. Alright, I really want to just get these quests done, but I don't have to just keep constantly searching. Have I gone the wrong way? No. Okay, we're heading in the right direction. I need to go get some food. I tell you what, before sun goes down, let's go back to the gas station and see if I can find some the remaining food that we left. Cracks are too large for the school to cover. Like, I just don't think there's a point where the situation can get so bad that there's no point in trying on the school's behalf, right? If I had kids, I'd rather they spent 2 hours a week learning empathy than algebra. I struggle with the eldest homework because she insists she's right when the answer she gave is wrong, and I can help her to see why. But she's not one for getting help. Blind playthrough. I've been through all these buildings and stuff, haven't I think. I need food for the old lady. Can't get in these, can you, no? Well, let's go drain the gas station. Yeah, that's another thing. The scale becomes the problem again, right? Scale and funding, which I feel like are two of the same thing. Okay, there's nothing here, is there? Was there some clue or some hidden cache? I just don't have a clue for it. Gwynblade, you've offended me, and I hope you're ready for martial combat. Tried once, but told my spouse wouldn't allow it. Right, drain the gas station, go home, and we'll finally get some sleep. I need to eat, don't I? Need to learn to hunt. This is how the teacher told us. No, love, it's not. You may have misunderstood. And that's fine, and proceed with an argument. She's got 40 kids in her class. Right, is there any clues where I might find this? I'm going mad. Unless if I had a pry bar, but again, we've not found one of those. It's all been searched, hasn't it? 1940s Munich wasn't short of capable mathematicians, but it could have done. It could have done with a few more empaths. Any food in the toilets? I think the ideal is that I teach my kid empathy and she practices it while working on algebra. Conversely, I think most of her classmates directly or indirectly taught to be selfish little shits by their parents. The teacher is not in a position to successfully undo that example in the home life. But it's whether it'll be perfect versus whether it's worth trying, I think. Okay. I did leave some food in here, right? I swear I did. There's a cardboard box with nout in it. Okay. I don't understand how maybe we'll get the fire going. 70% chance of success. Oh, accelerant, have we? Use one of these tinder plugs. Good afternoon. They had 2 separate classes and decided it needed one year 6 with a few of those.
Come on. That didn't work.
Oh my god. Everything's going wrong this week. I'm very cold. It is as it's terrible. Again, I don't think any of us are saying it's an easy solution to fix if you just did X, right? It'd be nice if there was a way we could provide for kids so they're not completely chopped from spawn. Alright, we'll warm up in here. Oh, there we go. Some cedar firewood to put on it. Ooh, highway robbery. A note describing the location of emergency bullshit. Sorry to leave you hanging like this with the storm and the power and everything, but it sounds like it's all gone to hell out there on the upper bridge. Hey, we're going north. Car's broken down and it's a mess. Some rich mainlander won't budge from his truck. He probably thinks we're all a bunch of bandits waiting to rip him off, the usual story. Anyway, me and Jason are going up there, so if you up there and see if we can talk some sense into him before the storm gets even worse. I'll sort you out in the morning. Sorry to leave you hanging with the storm and the power and everything, but it sounds like it's all gone to hell on the upper bridge. Car's broken down, a mess. Mainlander won't budge from his truck. Search the abandoned truck. I'm happy. Right, let's get the rest of this food and get out of here. Okay, that was a coincidence. I came here for the food. A lot of entitlement these days and a lot of division. Happy for the most part. My kids are both very caring, but not to each other. Did I actually come back? I think I must have had it in my mind that I needed to come back and get all the food from this place, but I must have already come back and done it. Just a pair of socks and some firewood. Been in the medical box, right? Don't know, but good in the dustbin. Note. Guess I'm old school, but I don't think someone else should be responsible for making sure your kids are disciplined. It might be because you're good at keeping your kids disciplined, though, right, Salty? Like, if every other child that your children went to school with weren't disciplined and were causing your child problems while they're trying to learn, you'd wish at least somebody would fucking step in, right? If the parents aren't. I think entitlement is kind of healthy in a perverse way. We all grew up in times that were better than our parents is. Each generation becomes more financially mobile, more opportunity. Kids are seeing the first stages of objective decline, which is not exactly fair, yeah. And we're all trying to work out a problem that nobody's ever had to solve. There's some food. Okay, what's that? If you ask me, we should airdrop all the kids onto an island and let them figure it out. A Russian island. There we go, beef jerky. There we go. I knew there was some food I'd left. No cash in the cash machine, though. Anything in there? Bottle of water. Might actually count, I suppose. No, not the forest island, though. I think these kids should have some cohesive plot while they're learning their life lessons. Do you know, I wonder if I could sleep in here, maybe. Because I'm kind of hungry, and is it dark out? Yeah, it's dark. Do you know what? Nah. We'll make a break for Grandma's house. Did it put something on the map? It needs one with better writing, yeah. So have I now got a marker on the map that tells me where the cache is? Nice! Alright, so it was to the north as we suspected. Lovely. Right, let's make it home. Back to Grandma's. Let's get comfortable and fed and stuff. And let's fuck off north. We might actually be able to do this today. Sense of balance. We should recognise the unfairness of the situation, but learn from an early age that we shouldn't expect life to be unfair, and shouldn't expect life to be unfair, and the unfairness isn't an excuse to give up. Yeah, we don't have to. Yeah, that, like, we're in unprecedented times, and we're all judging one, not in here, but we're all judging one another for not being able to work out a solution for unprecedented times, right? We're not going back. My wife's father emigrated from Egypt, built an extremely successful life from literally nothing. And so she, growing up, never had a sense that society owed her anything. You had to work for it all. She eventually learned that there were reasonable expectations, but the work ethic stayed with her to her great benefit, yeah. And while we're all saying that everything's fucked, we're also, at the same time, living in a world that's ravaged by convenience as well, and people that are growing up. We're somehow, both those things are true, and neither of them are helping. Yeah, but the rate at which people are having kids and just dumping them and not caring for them because somebody else isn't fixing the situation, if we keep it up, they'll just keep having kids and they won't care because they know someone else will take care of them. Well, it sounds like we've got no option in either direction then, I suppose, right? Which is kind of horrifying as well. Mother half is from pretty wealthy, self-made families, but the generation between her parents are very entitled as a result of growing up in relative wealth. It's just lack of context, isn't it, I suppose? Alright, we've made it home. Actually, hard save over the Chaz save file. The rate of kid making has gone down pretty significantly. Yeah, that was like the biggest problem ever, wasn't it, for a while, and now it's suddenly not again. Second generation immigrant syndrome or something. It's definitely a careful line to tread. That's because your generation's wanked itself impotent, Hoggy, you selfish pig. Alright, I need to eat, don't I? Can I eat? Maybe we'll eat some of this beef jerky before we give it to the old lady. Yeah, people seem pretty tough right now in deciding against it, yeah. And with the way that we're all staring at the world too much now, and with what's happening as a result of the fact that we're all staring at the world too much now, new things that we didn't think would be, or we thought would be too ridiculous before, are suddenly now possible. It doesn't exactly feel like a world you want to bring kids into, really, does it? Or a lot of people feel like they wouldn't deem it. Do you know what I mean? Don't look at me, Gwynplaine. This is on the straights. Gay people don't masturbate. You've heard it here first, kids. Augur, be honest. What are you doing right this second? I did my part. Yeah, that's why I kind of was a bit nervous about saying that, because it sounds like it's a judgmental thing. But I don't necessarily agree with it. But apparently that's a pretty heavy sentiment, right? Not that gay people don't masturbate.
So hungry.
Got the sore wrist to prove. Alright, I'm very thirsty and very hungry. Let's have a drink. You're heating up your middle section. There you go. What with friction? Okay, I'm going to have to eat some of this food out of Grandma's fridge. Then we're off north. Sorry, Grandma, I've stolen some of your food. God, it's going to take ages to get all this complete. I'm up with it. I don't eat raw rabbit. Let's cook the rabbit. So we ban kids until we've figured it out. I always remember Gwynplaine making this exam. We've all thought it before, but I remember him saying it when I was like 18 or something. And I was thinking, fucking hell, it's true. When you go get like a goldfish or something from the pet shop, let alone an animal on 4 legs. No, you're right, Gwynplaine, it's good. We're talking about, like, you have to sign 7 forms, and you have to prove that you've got a house that's suitable for it, and you have to make promises to the vets, and you have to send pictures that you can keep it before they'll give it to you. But then you can go and have 7 kids, and it's fine. Not that anybody should ever stand in the way of people having kids, but it is a funny dichotomy, isn't it? Yeah, same with adopting, yeah. Can't watch porn, can't smoke, can't have kids. What is this? Just send a... Ooh, I keep knocking the mic today. Wow, that did nothing for my hunger. You see that? It barely... Was I maybe in some kind of deficit there? I have to eat some mouldy beef jerky just to keep the hunger pans. People can have kids willy-nilly and not do anything for them. Mad, isn't it? Again, nobody should step in to stop somebody having children if they wanted to. You shouldn't have to get a form filled in. I don't believe in that in the slightest, but it is weird. It's like it's genuinely sensible for vets and pets, not vets, but pet shops and stuff to do that. But at the same time, what's that? Whoa! Whoa, wait! Wait, no. This is something different. So I'm still going to have to go and find that supply. But I did I've snared a rabbit. Hang on, let's go back. Are you alright if I just do a 700-hour playthrough of this, because I'm too shit to work out the clues? Shouldn't have if you can't. You shouldn't, no, but yeah. It would be a bit wild if, like, the government or something would step in and stop it, right? Okay, don't be an extremist. It's not no one. There's one person in this world who has the right to tell you not to have kids, and that's Winnie the Pooh. One child per family and send them to an underground prison complex. Yeah, that's what it sounds like, isn't it? Yeah. That's why I'm going on birth control. We can't have handle another right now. If people would step back and look at their life and ask that question before having 5 kids. Yeah, we're living the consequences of this reckless behaviour. Because if you're not ready for a child, you might end up with an auger. Essentially, I think social services are there to try and look after the ones that have already been born, right, as opposed to stepping in and saying, no, you must not procreate. Hello? Mate, I'm catching a rabbit. Okay, and I've sent you a weird as fuck message in Discord. What does that mean? You've got to win a Mr. Beast game before you can have kids. Government would be terrible. Yeah, personal responsibility, I believe. I agree with it. Well, even still. That's me being a dirty centrist as usual, but I don't think the government should step in and stop people from having kids like China tried to do. But, on the other side of things, it would be nice if shit parents could not completely fuck up a child's progress, right? And something could be done to help the child. On the contrary, my parents tried for 20 years and then they got me. Imagine the disappointment. Yes, look, I've caught a rabbit. I'm so happy.
I think I can use this.
Shoot it right then. Take that with me. Good. Done. He's a stalker. What, was there some coincidence or other? She posted a picture of a police line up in her town and you happened to be on it. Right, with that done, I think we'll go up and get this supply cache. I'm still at large. He smells like number 2. Okay, good. So now we only have 1 supply cache. Is that right? We're nearly done and we can move on. And then we just got to get our supplies, then we need to go and search the abandoned truck in the north. We're going on a long journey. Okay, I feel like I'm getting a bit ahead of myself with this stuff. That's really close. This might be the first death. I can't afford this. Don't hurt your legs. This fucking dickhead's gonna follow me to the ends of the map.
I need to find some place to escape this cold.
Yeah, and this fucking wolf, Mackenzie. Look, priorities. Wait, have I escaped the wolf? Nope. Mackenzie, run. Gwynblade knows loads about me. I told you he's a stalker. He pays attention to your self-doxing bullshit. I want to get the combat shotgun or maybe the RPG that's surely going to follow in this game because it's a first-person game on Steam. Then I'll be able to deal with this wolf and all will be well. Now there's 2. How many sticks do you have to pick up to build a tactical nuke? Jesus, alright. Can't catch me, I'm going in. I've definitely seen this before. Razor, you must recognise this, no? Razor, good afternoon. Alright, what time is it? I need to go north because apparently some gentlemen's up there. First though, I think we'll cut this rabbit up for Grandma. Harvest. With the hatchet, lovely. That way. I've got dossiers on all of you. I appreciate this community now we can all express our opinions without being judged or disliked. I think it's more that the dislike is done quietly, Salty, yeah. We're secretly all resenting each other right now. And now Razor's here, we can all dislike somebody in unison, and that's also quite, it brings us together, you know. What's with the long dark? You get the import snow into my winter car. The full game's out, Razor. There's a full completed campaign in it now. We're all mature enough to realise that not everything is to be agreed upon, yeah. This is why I'm so desperate to keep this place, like... I dislike so much of the modern, like, internet thing of posts and comments. Like, it's not helping. I think post and comment section is worse than every other type of social media stuff. All the news websites, all the aggregators, everything. Posts and comments from strangers are the thing that's fucking us up more than anything. But it's why I desperately want to keep this place more like a table in a pub than a... Does that make sense? Especially those Twitch chats. Yeah, precisely. At least this is real-time communication with people I know, right? Or at least know enough about so they're not just strangers. Great sense of invulnerability being behind the keyboard. You get a great sense of invulnerability being behind the keyboard, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'd rather... Wait, why is that raw? Must have been a big rabbit. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember where I was going with it. Where was I going with it? Somebody finish my thought process for me. So, have I got rid of the extra supply? So we're over 10k. Fucking hell, it's going to take some right work to fill that up. I think it's about midday now. Still struggling for food, but I think I'm going to go up. We'll maybe make our way to the church. The internet sucks. Touch, no. We're going to make our way up to the church and we're going to go find this last supply thing. This highway robbery thing. Schmitz, good morning. 125 streams in a row, I guess it's safe to tell you now. I'm Claude AI. Oh, thank God somebody intelligent entered the room. Thought process was something about how greens rule, oranges drool. I think you'll find when... Cats, can you post... Can I ask you a favour? Can you post the...
Anything right about now.
At least for the last game. Just the Doomhaus stuff, though, not all Siddles' mates and things. Is that possible, Cats? If you're busy, that's fine. Just because it's maybe a good time to show just what's happening during games in Discord. But just the Doomhaus one, so people don't get confused if that's right. I always sit behind the keyboard when the bombings start. It does give you a great sense of invulnerability. I like the idea that Razor sat in his bath when the bombs start falling with the keyboard above his head. And a smile on his face. There you go. Perfect, Cats. So if everybody goes into Discord now, this is what the games will look like. Cats has got this like automated thing going. So Cats will post those while the games are going on in the World Cup. So all of you that have made your predictions, this is where you get to see the data. So during the games, when the scores change, that's what it looks like. So that game ended 2-1, look. So you can see that Cats, Lundios and I got it perfect. 12, Azzy, Chaz, Dougie and Fisty guessed the correct winner, and then all the others in red guessed in the wrong direction. So when the games are going on, you can see whether you're about to get a good prediction and win 5 points or not. Plus, Cats has added the team scores and stuff at the bottom. How cool is that, genuinely, what Cats has done? The Greens are ahead, Paula, but there's tons more of them as usual. But that just, your comment reminded me to give Cats his credit, because it's top. Bath? Am I a bitch? I'm a rooftop with a cigar. It's nothing like a shockwave to make you feel alive. I think Robert Duvall said that in Apocalypse Now, didn't he? So HO and AW are the people that didn't read the instructions and just wrote, America wins this one, or Brazil wins this one. So it says home, meaning the team on the left, or away, meaning the team on the right is going to win. So those people can't get maximum points because they didn't put a score in, but apparently Siddles and Cats have been nice to them and at least allowed them to get something. But it is confusing, I fully get it. Right, I'm going to sit in this church and I'm going to go for a quick midstream break, then we're going to keep going and we're going to find this... can't even remember what you picked. You'll be on there, Reeps. You picked 2-1 to the Czech Republic and it finished 2-1 to South Korea. If you would like to do your predictions, Simulate, the button above that I posted, the link, will let you do your predictions. And even though it started already, you can still get involved. Imagine reading in 2026. The Mexico game was yesterday, but I've just told Cats to post an example of what happens during the games. Siddles is going to update the spreadsheet every now and again to give everybody actual proper, like, the current scores. But there's like 3 or 4 people doing the admin for this, and Siddles is currently on holiday, which doesn't help, and in field. No, you're all good. Right, we'll be right back. Reeps is in charge of everything he says. Every time I sit down, the ads start. It's some bullshit. Basically, kitten, yeah. So the letters are home and away. So it's so if the home team is always on the left and the away team is always on the right, it doesn't really work in a World Cup. But But if it's like USA versus Canada, and somebody put USA, it will be HO for home. It is salty, yeah. Siddles and Cats decided to be generous and give you people the... So AW is the team on the right, and home is the team on the left. Predictions done. No idea if any of the teams are good or not, because I don't follow it. There's about 75% of the people that have filled this in Simulate didn't, but shit, you'll be up on the next ones once Siddles has given Cats the updated list. I genuinely need to say, a massive... it's really cool that so many people have got involved in this. It's fun. You can see the benefit of it, right? Alright, still very hungry, but we're going to go north. Yeah, this is like a monster turnout this year, as we saw from yesterday. How fucking... Ooh, hello. Oh, there's no meat to be harvested from it. We've already got it. Right, what was in that can? Sothan says cloudy lemonade. I think you can fill it out again, Salty. Cats, would that be something that you and Siddles could accommodate? Schmidt says boring lemonade. Sothan says cloudy lemonade. Reeps says ginger beer. 6-4, good afternoon, says fizzy orange. 6-4, however. The games were weird, though. I don't know if that... Did anybody watch the Korea and Czechia game? Thank you, Cats and Siddles, for including your dumb self. You can't get green scores, but you can get yellow ones. Green scores are worth 5 points, yellow are worth 2, and obviously red are incorrect. Yeah, I don't know what it like, because the Mexico game was real weird. It was really flat. They don't have to do that. No, it's good, because we can at least get people involved. The thing is we have to be understanding that there's a lot of people that don't care about football, right, but just care about getting involved in silly Doomhaus rubbish. And it is a complicated... And, like, we were kind of blindsided a bit by just how bullshit this one is with the sheer amount of teams. I feel like it was better than the red card fest that was the first game, yeah. I'm hoping so, because I was really surprised. I went into it wishing the whole thing was hosted in Mexico, because it's a proper legacy sort of football mecca, isn't it, Mexico? But then that atmosphere was weird. I'm hoping it's just that... But then again, it might just be that the tickets are so fucking expensive compared to usual that there's none of your usual raucous football crowd there, and it's mostly touristy stuff. It's Friday, I have to agree with Reeps, but to guess something different, let's go with tropical. Oh yeah, Reeps says ginger beer, 6-4 says fizzy orange, Sothan says cloudy lemonade, Schmidt says boring lemonade. Augur says cloudy lemonade, Satan says Pepsi Max cherry. Tags like good afternoon. 72 games to knock out 16 teams, yeah. I don't know whether I can watch this much fucking football. I think next time, if I'm still alive in 4 years, we'll just do it like after this first round or something, maybe. 30, what would it be? 32, oh shit, Wolves on the path. They seem to be going south, though. Let's let them. We'll bend round north. Yeah, it was like a weirdly shit atmosphere and then a weirdly shit game. It was weird. Oh, hello. No! Please don't start chasing. I tell you what I can do. It's alright. It's all well and good. It's all good. It's all good. Just be calm and... stay back. I know you like this as little as I like you. I don't know what this says about this is the first time since 2018 that I've seen double-digit channels live in your Twitch followed. Really? No one does. Maybe Twitch is healing. Because I don't usually like talking about this kind of stuff, but it has felt like it's been in a bit of a strange limbo as Twitch for like 18 months. We don't seem that put off by this. I think if I throw it, they'll get I'm going to throw it. Boo! Run! Go away! Nobody likes you. Don't go that way, knobhead. I think the later rounds might need waiting on scores. A good score in the group stage may be unbeatable through the knockouts. Yeah, that is true as well. If somebody just aces the... Somebody could have won it by the time we get out of the group. As that says, Professor Peppy. Timmy, welcome to the stream. Stay where you are. A weird gift sub to a channel I've never even heard of yesterday. Also, it might be tangentially related to your interests. 104 games overall is done. Keaton says, Fizzy Orange. Azar says, Professor Peppy, I should actually deal with this. These wolves have put me off the can opening part. But what I'm looking for is on this bridge, so we might get lucky. Stay back. Maybe raided into
that secret stash.
Okay, so apparently somewhere here there's a... Will you? Fuck off! And I go and scare it onto the bridge. I'm hoping to... Fucking hell. The answer is on a bumper edition of Guess the Bullshit. Ah. That's a finesse. Lovely. Right, apparently there's a secret cache here somewhere.
Ah, here it is. I'll be hungry later.
And it's got peanut butter in it, peanut butter, some condensed milk. A device used to launch an emergency beacon into the air. Okay, that was a lot of food. So, what has that done for progression? I still need to get this other fucking supply cache. Where the fuck is it? And I still need to get her food, don't I? I guess I can put some of this food in. If I search these cars... Yeah, I don't know the meaning of the word calm, Timmy. My flare's about to run out and there's wolves out there. Because there is a thing you can do where you can, like, look at your followed list will start sorting by channels that are currently being raided, won't it? This does go a bit further, but I don't know if I ever searched this area. I need food. There's just nothing around. If I want 100% this, then I suppose we're going to have to get clever, aren't we? There's never anything in the visors, kitten, but it just feels right. Right, can I actually scare this so it goes in the other direction and not towards me? Dog, piss off. Don't go this way, though. Go that way. Oh, why aren't I? I think if I've worked out that there's things already searched in it, then I've already searched the visors. I'm so lost. And I keep scaring the wolf into the direction I'm trying to travel. Okay, let's remain calm. And let's eat some peanut butter. Holy shit, that was some serious calories. 900 calories of peanut butter. Does this take me anywhere? It's just a massive dead end. I need so much food. Where am I going to find food for the old lady? Lark, how's it going? I chased that wolf up it. Can I... Press 1 to see if I can shoot a wolf in the face with a magic. Because he's going to get angry and aggressive. I think I can get back to town if I go through this pass. But the wolf looks as stressed as I am about all this. Are you just passive at the moment? Ooh, ooh, no, 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 no. Okay, I maybe panicked a little bit though. It's Friday and the weekend is ahead. True. You can survive off peanut butter for
Seems
months.
so crazy right now.
What did he just say? You can survive off peanut butter for months to over a year. Is it this secret superfood that doctors hate? Oh, this is that cave again, isn't it? Is it head? I usually think of it as the tail of the week. Aye, Augur's always thinking about tail, I heard. I'm going to relax. I'm going to walk back to town. Famously Fury. I mean, you're not arms, are you? I've seen you in Scarlet Monastery. Passing. Right, I'm entering that period of the streams where I start talking gibberish. I'm going to fight back against gibberish today. I'm going to head back. I'm going to find this supply cache. You can't do the... This game, you can't actually do the auto... What? Oh, that's because there's an auto. Never mind. Shut up. Stay over there and be quiet. Nobody likes you. I was going to say you can't actually do the auto walk trick in this game, but that's because there's an auto walk button. Stay back. Why do like games like open world games especially not have auto walk buttons? Jesus. Just come out at Zul'Farrak. Got my trinket, by the way, praise me. And there was a rogue at the same level doing double your DPS. But I thought you were passing. That didn't work. Yeah, we're in the low level period where every class scales in all kinds of different and all over the place ways. That was dumb. And I've got more wolves to fight as well. How was I supposed to get past these wolves without a flare gun? Outpassing. I don't know shit about the quest around Kronos. Where the fuck does this guy come from? I didn't know shit about quests or how Kronos works, but he was outpassing you. But it was the two rogues, and he was... I shouldn't use the word passing, it doesn't really fit here, but... He's just doing some insane DPS. Around this level, though, they start getting Blade Flurry. And then it's over for other classes. Except mages. Oh, outpassing the mage, never mind. That's both made me look foolish and made me look foolish in two different directions. Right, you lot, stay over there. Yeah, don't like the flare gun, do you? Whew, okay. Remain calm. Part of me still thinks that there's some kind of hidden cache up north here, but I don't want to just search an entire map because I want to 100% stuff. But I know that if I start getting to the later chapters and I'm like hitting my shots and 100% in things, I'll get angry with myself that I didn't 100% the starting area, and I'll get very fucking upset. I mean, nobody minds, right? Press 1 if you mind me. dawdling about in this first chapter until I can get everything complete. Press 2 if you realise that pressing 1 does nothing. That's a spirit simulator, you know. Ogre knows. Kitten knows. What was the drink? Twisted fruit puller. It was a finesse as well. It was a nice finesse, and I deserve it after yesterday where you know it's bamboozled. So, for those interested, and in the face of those that aren't, I need these two things. I need to get a shitload of food, so grandmother's fridge, grandmother's fridge is full, and then there's a one hidden supply cache. Maybe we do a full search of all buildings. There must be a note somewhere that points to a supply cache. And Towns was like, in total, or 2 more. His back's only just recovered from giving birth to the last ones. So what games are there today? It's Bosnia in the cat said. Or is it Augur? It's Augur said. Bosnia and America. No, Bosnia and Bosnia and Canada. And USA and Paraguay, there you go. So that's the best World Cup song in Bosnia versus Jesse Marsh. Today I feel Bosnian. Yeah, it's hip giving birth. You don't live. Sorry, yeah. Our old towns have destroyed this perineum. Can I get down here? So this is the area south of the road, isn't it? North of the road. Usually full of wolves, and I'm already wasting flares trying to survive. But we've not died yet. And I have to delete the entire playthrough if I die and start again. It's hard to be hip as a father, so I can see. Speaking of hips, because it's related to a song that she released. Shakira yesterday was doing the opening ceremony, which is a very World Cup thing to do. 50. What sense does
Blast
that make?
a wolf with the flare gun and let's watch.
I've already hit one in the forehead with it, Dougie. It just woofed and ran away. Stupid losers. Didn't look like the Shakira I remember. That's because she's 50. And she could run rings around all of us. Still a smash? What? Is she in melee or brawl? Oh shit, I didn't realise I've got this down here. We'll take that with us. I swear I read a note when I don't want to sit and go through all the notes again because part of me thinks it's boring. You got age when you've got the money not to. I mean, it's like... Christ. But it's less that I'm talking about her appearance or the fact that she hasn't aged much physically, because she hasn't. That's another thing. But it's not that I'm referring to. It's just the fact that how is Shakira 50 already? One surgeon whiffs and then you look awful, yeah. Apparently since they last won it, Shakira has been to more World Cups than Italy. She's owed millions from Spain. For what? Plus, yeah, I'm getting dietitians and stuff. I mean, it's possible for anyone, right? But, yeah, but just for the record, the thing that I was referring to more is the passage of time more than the fact that she looks so good. Why does the tax avoidance case got appealed and she might have won. Oh, so Spain owes her a load of money. Where's she from? She's not Spanish. She's like Colombian or Lebanese or something. Colombian and Lebanese or something, right? Have I got the right person? Romanian, that's it, yeah. Yeah, she's married to PK, isn't she? Or did they get divorced? Nobody stays together now, right? I thought she was from Sheffield. She was, but then she moved over to the Mediterranean coast because a gentleman there in a red and blue t-shirt piqued her interest. Sharon from Sheffield. Greymother, if you could tell me something about the caches in this stupid fucking town, I might be able to help you, but seeing as you're just sat there quiet and looking at me stupid, I'm going to have to just fill your fridge full of rubbish. Give her some condensed milk, I'll give her 1 energy bar. I'm going to keep that peanut butter out with me, I think. Give her some old coffee and some herbal tea as well. So, how far has that advanced us? Alright. I still need so much food. I don't even like this lady enough to deliver that much food. Jumped off the boat in the middle of the sea. How did you I bet you were jumping about trying to get them night elf backflips and you fell off. Okay, right. I must have just missed the note somewhere. Where have we found the notes up to this point so far? There's definitely one up by that house, right? Thing is, though, is I've got... My memories are all clashing from when I played this a million years ago. I don't know whether I found something up there in this run, or I found something up there in the last run. Jumping around on your mount while watching the stream and forgot the ships had gaps in the railing. You got on your mount on the ship? So I need to find the note that will deliver me to a hidden cache. I found one of them over there. One of them was in the cave up top. This is the one that... Pro tip, if you find the caches, you don't need the note. This is true. But I'm searching just around everything anyway, aren't I? So I've got to find one or the other if I'm thorough. So this old schoolhouse was burnt down, right? And I think I found a note, like, at the front somewhere. But you can't get in it. Didn't I find something back here as well? And this is one of the notes that led me into one of the supply caches. But we found all that, right? So maybe we'll go, like, clockwise. Oh, anti-clockwise. What a beautiful display of green and orange tyres. Lovely. Terrible colours. Oh, it didn't dismount you when you got on. People do that trick, don't they, to try and be mounted on the boats, where they stand on like 3 pixels on the outside of the boat to try and stay on the mount. And when you watch somebody fuck that up and fall in, it's beautiful. Okay. Everything is searched. I need to find one note somewhere. But not having a flashlight doesn't help, does it? Everything is searched. We're going to have to be thorough. I think if we're going for 100%, we're going to have to be very thorough. Just take some water from this water source. Give me a second. Does anybody watch Clarkson's Farm, by the way? We sat down last night. Or was it the night before? Last I can't remember. We sat down to watch episode 2. Ooh, tinder plug. And the opening 2 minutes of episode 2 put both of us off our tea. Fucking disgusting. I mean, it wasn't even an animal's anus. Right, can I get in this one? No. Need to check around every building as well. Okay, calming down now. There's some boxes and some bullshit over there, but I have to be just thorough. This is the shit I do off stream, by the way, to save you from the horrors of searching up and down for stuff. Part of me wonders whether there was maybe some kind of clue that would have pointed to where these locations are. What was I going to ask? I wanted to ask Kat something. What's an important thing for stubble?
Horse.
You need a horse. You're in the wrong game. Oh, you could eat a horse. Sorry, I said. Let's have some peanut butter instead. Can't ride that into battle. What would be an interesting thing to ask Kat, or an important thing? If you could ask Kat anything, what would you ask her? Finding food in it would help. I found a cache around the back of it, didn't I, at one point? Like in these rocks or something. What was I going to ask him? Oh! Cats, if those people that didn't do the sheet correctly, could Siddles, or whoever has the sheet, work out whether the submissions came in after certain games started? I'm assuming so, right? So, like, Simulate just now has gone and done his predictions. Do Google Forms work like that? Somebody else might know, I suppose. This is all empty. It's like a submission date or something on a Google form. Take some books. I don't really need them, but... Okay, I've searched every house. Don't think so. There's not any timestamps. It feels like there should be timestamps, right? So there actually is Reeves. I've never used Google Forms other than for stuff like this. Can't get in these, can you? No. Google Forms, I'm pretty sure they've got submission date and time. That would be useful then, because I can keep suggesting people do their predictions, right? I'm concerned about not being able to find this. This whole burnt out area of town, there's nothing to actually search in here, is there? Maybe in the car? If I had a pry bar, it would help. Yeah, because I don't know whether sending people to go and do it now is dangerous. Like, as you get deeper into the competition, for obvious reasons. But I assume so, because that would have been something that we came up against last time, right? I won't be concerned, you're usually just as shit at other games as well. But I don't want the game to end up like the forest where you're just, whoa. Did you know that these Japanese flags, even in actual Japan, are 7 frames a second? There's something to do with the fabric that they make them with. It's impressive though. It's a nice effect. This is where Southend comes in and says, but Stubbler, I thought this game was set in Alaska. Okay, searching buildings. We're crawling. Every pixel must be searched.
Could end up being useful.
Do you see a Japanese? Yeah, they're one outside. They're that low resolution in real life. Is it Japan or North Japan that has that flag? Okay, now my stomach's rumbling. I actually forgot to mention this morning when we were talking about counting systems, but the Japanese one is absolutely fucked. Is it screwing you over? Ah! I've definitely searched the shit out of these two buildings. We'll go and search the petrol station. Let me just... Right. The adverts are about to start, so I can do this without boring the people that aren't already too deep into this place. I swear there was a note that mentioned something at the church. So this is the one that talks about the crashed truck. A tearful letter. Too empty and sad, I don't want to live here. I'll send food when I get to the mainland. I hear they've got more there. The bank vault code we know about. Milton Credit Union. Pretty normal, 100 plus 90 plus 2 kind of stuff. The only issue is their amounts don't go up to 1,000. And then go to 10 1,000s. They go up to 10,000. So when you get a bigger numbers like 100 and 10,000 instead of 1 million, it's 10 10,000s instead of 100 10,000s. Instead of 100,000s, it's 10 10,000s. It's fucking you up. This is where we can bicker and argue, can't we, in Europe about all of our languages being the same. But then you find out that once you go to another completely structurally different language, everything's fucked. Due to global economic realities that are well known to you, we're unfortunately unable to remain in operation. Yeah, no, I get you, Augur. It's hard to... Everything's hard to explain to me as well. So this is the medicine stash. Susan, the meds I found on my last trip are at my place. Out back, you know the spot, remember, we have to make these last as long as we can. Okay. But I think these notes put a waypoint on the map. I don't trust anyone anymore. People are getting desperate. It's only been a few days since the power went out. I'm going to stash some supplies in our special place above town, where we look at the stars. Oh, that's the cave one, right? We got the cave one. Pastor's note. This one, is it? With a heavy heart, I inform you of the Archdiocese's decision to withdraw me from St. Christopher's Parish due to lack of activity. Though there's never been more than a few of you in recent years, your dedication to the church and support of my efforts here will not be forgotten. Services will be available via Skype. Okay, so it doesn't actually mention a stash. Walker gas station notice. This one out of any use. As such, we are relaxing restrictions. This is the hymnal, I'm not reading that. Most of it's in Latin, you don't want to hear me sing that. That's a public notice. Letter found discarded. I left with the others, but the storm turned bad and I couldn't keep up. Some turned back to see if they could wait it out at the old church. I kept going, but I think I took a wrong turn. I'll backtrack in the morning and see if I can find their trail. This is the one I was thinking of. Some turned back to see if they could wait it out at the old church. I kept going, but I think I took a wrong turn. I'll backtrack in the morning and see if I can find their trail. But then I don't know if that's going to be of any help. Just go to the chippy and get a munchie box for her. That's like 15,000 calories right there. A munchie box, that's true. Not in Scotland though, unfortunately. So this is the highway robbery one. Easy Green, good morning. So maybe this is a clue to go back and search at the church. I'm looking, everybody, if you're wondering, to get 100% on this first chapter. I'm looking to get a note that will take me to a supply cache, because I need it. And then I also need to get a shitload of food for the old lady. But like you say, where am I going to get her some food without going to Chippy? Because I don't think... I can't just snare rabbits forever, can I? I have to just farm rabbits for a bit. Unless I get like a load of... No, because I can't deliver her tea, can I? Do old ladies drink toilet water? Let's go to Scotland for a real quick. It's not far away, right? Head east. Do you know what's always...
The night can't be far behind.
Do you know what's always confused me? If you think of the northern latitude is the horizontal ones, right? Think of the northern latitude. You've got places like Canada, you've got places like Siberia, you've got places like Sweden and Finland, Norway, and even the like Alaska and places like that. They're all pretty much look like this. The farthest north you get before you get to the pole, obviously, right? They're all tall evergreen trees, they're all incredibly cold, they're all relatively mountainous, they have harsh winters, But then the southern version of this, you've got South Africa, which is part, like, deserty area and part kind of lush, greeny area. Then you've got South America, which is like frozen tundra almost, isn't it? And like high wind, ice and tundra-y kind of stuff. Then you've got New Zealand, about as far south as possible, which is beautiful. Like rolling green hills and temperate climate. And then you've got Australia, burning hot, scorching, arid desert full of nothing. I mean, it's pear-shaped, but the percentages are very small. How does that work? And they're all within the similar range from the equator as all of the countries up north. There's got to be an explanation for that, but I can't think of it. Only in Fallout 4 can you drink from the toilet. Ah, the Earth is flat, of course. How could I be so foolish? Is the lady that's lost on that letter, there's something to do with this fucking church, I swear. It's something buried or... Circumference-wise, that distance could actually be a lot more. But you know what I mean, like the gap between sort of halfway up Finland and the top parts of the continental Europe and Canada. They're kind of similar, like climates across, aren't they? New Zealand does look like Italy upside down. You know how that always fucks us up in GeoGuessr, like we don't intuit it properly. But even still, if there was that big of a margin of error, we'd have arid, extremely hot deserts like Australia, in Maine, or in northern Japan, but we don't, do we? Yeah, I know what you mean though. These things get wonky on a globe, don't they? I'm going to search around here. I'm annoyed. Something I've read has pointed me towards the church on one of these notes, but it don't seem like there is anything here, and now the sun's going down and I'm getting moody. Come on, there's something in these rocks like there was a cache in the church. In the cave. Yeah, at least Antarctica... Well, you say that, Olga, but at least Antarctica and the North Pole are consistent. Australia just seems to be this, like, weird outlier. Huge continent, whereabouts places like Greenland. Yeah, that's true. But it's just the stuff that's on the same horizontal plane that's confusing me. There's nothing here, is there? I was hoping to find like a corpse of that lady or something, but I don't know whether she'd have gone north and then got lost. Yeah, you may be right. South Africa is maybe Mediterranean level. What, of climate, you mean? Or distance from the equator? What, so is the map, not just on the Mercator projection, is the map condensed in the north and stretched in the south to account for the size of Antarctica? I'm losing my mind. Arctic and Antarctic are pretty similar, except one has bears and the other one doesn't. One has penguins and the other one doesn't. Alright, I think we're going to have to sleep in the church tonight. I'm so lost. I just want this last cache and then we're done. I'm just wandering about. We could actually leave this area. So they must expect the player to be able to figure this out, right? And unlike in the forest where it routinely lets you down in this regard, I think the Long Dark has probably done a good job of this. And I've just fucking whiffed somehow. Yeah, the penguins are flipped out. Or is it penguins that are in both? Posted a globe map in Discord. I'm hoping there's a fire when I get back to it. Oh, you know what? He's right. Fucking hell, yeah, South Africa is close to the equator compared to North, isn't it? Which accounts for South Africa, but why is Australia is about where, like, what would you say, like the Middle East is in comparison? Huh, you know what, Augie, you've actually proved it, yeah. And then I imagine Chile and Argentina poke really, really far south in comparison.
Turned out pretty well.
Yeah. Huh. Alright, I'm going to have to sleep in here, aren't I? So let's put some of these books in. Pokes very far south. Okay, so that probably explains it a little bit then. There you go, everybody. Stubble has learned something. I'm going to burn down quite a lot of this old firewood. Going to need to do some night survival in here, I think. So that's got the fire up to 4 hours and 15 minutes. Anything else I can break down? Oh, there's a bed here as well, that's good. I'll break down the pulpit or whatever it's called. No. The Indian Ocean looks massive on that globe, yeah. Why is it saying I can't break that down? Look. What? Requires light. Oh, I need light, otherwise I'll probably smash my hands to pieces. That's fine. I'll break down that plank. Lovely. I'm gonna need more firewood though, aren't I? Do I maybe have... I've got nothing now. I'll break down that shelf, yeah. God, that took ages. Problem is I'm spending so much time getting enough fire to sleep that I'm using up all the time that I would be sleeping with. Right, that should get me 7 hours, I think. Let's do it. Fire should have gone out, it has. The sun's not even up yet. Let's go have a look outside and see what it looks like. I could give the old lady toilet water.
I need some water.
Commander Shepard, I was just this second telling. Rosehip tea actually gets me some calories as well. I don't think it does. It does a bit of water too. So I guess the idea that peanut butter fills you up an enormous amount is because it's extremely bad for you, right? Or full of sugar and fat and nut protein or whatever. I'm actually out of clues. I really don't know where to search next. what you said earlier. Yeah, I made sure to add the fats bit as well. Because you said it before. What I'm saying is it's proven, given it's the most calories you can get in anything in this, that it's not a very good advert for peanut butter. The superfood, yeah. It is in this. Right, I still need food for grandmother. Sorry, grandmother. But see, here's my quandary. I know full well that I don't have to 100% this before I leave. But if I was to start searching, if I was to start 100% in the later chapters, it would kill me that I didn't 100% the first one. It's no surprise, elephants famously live on a handful of peanuts a day. Isn't there some myth in certain cultures where elephants eat buns or something? Wasn't that like some cultural confusion that's kicked? It's still good for you, just not, yeah, it's good in a survival situation. Just avoid the palm oil ones. Okay, but if I need to 100% this, it's going to kill me if I don't get this supply cache. Obviously, I can't Google it. The collapse taught Milton residents to be ready for the worst. Find the collectibles that point you to cache locations. Somewhere in this town, there is a note. Is there an area that I've not properly explored very much yet? We've done the church to death. I've been up and down that road twice. We found one cache there at the bridge. We found a few houses that had some caches in them, didn't we? There was a cache in the cave. I guess we could go to the park a little bit. 'Cause if I go through there, we're not on the way back. Yeah, survival is the only situation where soda is good for you. Especially the sugary stuff. There is a post office. That's not a bad idea, actually, Reeves. Maybe. Let's go check the post office. Maybe there's like a list of... There's letters everywhere and one of them has it on it. Do you know what, Reeps? I like your style. Ooh, I've got a flare out. Wait, have I got hotkeys for stuff? Oh, I have. I've got no decoys, but I've got the flare gun on one. Making want peanut butter really bad. Oh, I had a peanut related shit ass 5 minutes early. I ate shitloads of nuts, and I bought some dry roasted ones. I thought I'd have some just good old bog standard dry roasted peanuts. Bought a big bag. I was eating them earlier. I've got wood floors at least. You know what my floors look like, sort of. And I dropped a dry roasted peanut on this floor. I heard it hit the floor, and I couldn't find it. And it took me 10 minutes to find it. And I couldn't bear the idea that I dropped it and couldn't find it. When they talk about the serious downsides and the trials and tribulations of adult life, they don't talk about stuff as serious as this. I think it's because they don't want to scare kids when they grow up. The true frustrations of modern living. Fuck, there's a wolf in the road. See him? Nuts are basically edible wood. You know what? If there was no sex jokes or anything implied in that, that might be the quote of the week, I think. It's true, though. Have you ever seen how cashews are grown and harvested? Yeah, I've managed to get myself so cold that I put myself at hypothermia risk. And that wolf's not happy about it. Let me nip back inside. Google a cashew on the tree Disgusting, horrible little
So
creatures they are.
cold. Just want to lay down for a bit.
Don't die, Mackenzie, come on. Could eat the fruit too, yeah, that's only if you're a dangerous criminal. I like peanut M&Ms, but it's a bit of a roulette on the condition of the peanut inside the chocolate. What, can you get dud ones? Okay, where's my bedroll? Bedroll in here, yeah. I don't eat enough shite. I need to improve my knowledge of this stuff. Okay, Grey Mother, I'm going to sleep right here. But I've got a stone in my hand, and if you get aggressive... Maybe we'll just do it for an hour, that'll warm me up on it. Yeah, we're getting warmed up lovely by the fire. Such a way, it just feels mental, doesn't it, that that's how cashews are born. You bite yours in half, what, just to check the quality of the peanut? Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make one of these rose hip teas. I don't need to, but it'll give me the warming up bonus when we set off to the post office on Reeps' big adventure. Grey Mother, I'm very hungry. This quest is mental. I feel like my inventory pile's getting a bit of a mess. It's fine. We've not been attacked yet, have we? We've been attacked once. Could always cuddle up to her. Oh, she's creepy. Right, post office. That was the bank, wasn't it? And the post office was that building there. Reeps, you're getting a pink name in Discord if I go and find a note that directs me to the thing I'm looking for. Sorry everybody though, it's got quite a lot of French on it. God, I love how this game looks. It's such a good looking... Okay. Post office. There could be a note anywhere. Is that locked, are they? No. Wait, what if the note's in one of the bank key things? There we go. Oh no, maybe not. Leaflet containing information about Great Bear Island, presented by the Great Bear Historical Society. Listen up, everybody. I'm going to do that thing. I hate this on YouTube lately, and I'm doing this just for the record. I'm doing it sarcastically, and I'll never do it again. I hate when a YouTuber says, "Right, so grab a drink, put your feet up, and let's get into it." Ugh. The town of Milton. Founded in 1911 during the early rush to mine coal in the surrounding mountains, Milton went through a boom-bust cycle throughout the 1900s, at one point peaking at about 1,000 residents. In the 2000s, it settled into the 100s, and post-collapse, the population has struggled to remain in the low double digits. Originally built along a supply route from the coastline leading into the interior, the old dirt path... Here we go. Built along a supply route from the coastline leading into the interior, the old dirt path was replaced by a paved highway in 1960. It's located halfway between Port Mary and the interior mountains, give it a natural advantage as a convenient stopping-off point for fuel and supplies. Come on, mention a supply cache potential. Dynamic that fueled the town's growth as the island's economy boomed in the 1980s. However, the construction of the Great Bear Highway meant travellers could easily bypass Milton on their way north, which in many cases was triggered the gradual decline of Milton's importance as a gateway town. This decline was exaggerated even more in the post-collapse economic environment where very few travellers or resource workers had reason to visit Great Bear. Eventually, apart from a few stalwarts and old-timers with deep roots in the area, Milton became, for all intents and purposes, a ghost town. Is the cup wiggling? It is wiggling, it's something in there's refusing to sit still. Right, so put down your drink, drop your feet, and let's get out of it. Yeah. Well, think yourself lucky, Sothan, because it's miserable. Oh, smell, there's a lot of green. There's no green in there, is there? I There's a little bit. You may be right. Right. If I take this, is it going to give me a quest saying go and get the supply cache? No. History of the columns. Okay. A note on the notice board or something, maybe? They're going to fix it.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Is it still wiggling? Why is everything dancing in there? Something's got a physics issue. Easy green, thank you for the bits. Okay, there's no note in that backpack. No note on the notice boards. What weird game is that? It must be some kind of Alaskan tradition, if you was to ask so then. I'm going to say it reaps. Oh, it's curling, I see. Your solution felt like a good one, but I don't feel like it's paid off. Whoa, look at them horses. I was shoveling snow to make way for the curling ball. Maybe there's a back entrance to this. What was that? Oh, cardboard box. Maybe there's a rear entrance. Alaska, you know the one. Canada's hat. Come on, rear entrance. Fuck off, car. What if the answer's in this car? No. We'll leave via that. We just went through the car. Come on, let me in here. Piss. Ah! Thought you were onto something there, honestly. Where is this clue? Thought it was just set in BC, not in Alaska. Southam just refuses to claim that this is in any other country other than his own. There's Japanese flags all over it, though. I guess it's kind of in some sort of, like, neutral state. I don't know. It's in Finland. As if they'd set a video game in Finland. Canadian flag? What, the one with the red and white? It's Japan. Canada's flag's something else. Probably. The new Fallout game's going to be set in Finland. Oh, imagine a post-apocalyptic My Winter Camp. Alright. Where else could we search? There must be... I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go search the park. That freaks me out, that woodpecker sound in the trees, because it sounds like what the PC used to sound like when it crashed. Japan is plain white with a red circle. God, I've just tapped out. Canada is red white with a maple leaf in the centre. Japan's is red with yellow stars on it. No, they're not the same cats. Japan's is a red and yellow one. Or does Japan have the... I don't know. Oh yeah, no, China has the dragon tax that. I mean, with jokes aside, cats, the North Macedonian flag is the most Japanese flag ever. Like, Japan missed the trick there. Like, Japan going with a red dot because it's supposed to simulate the rising sun in the east. Go look at North Macedonia's flag. It's as Japanese as you can get. It looks like E. Honda doing his special move. Right, is there anything anywhere? Something. Just give me something. I'm losing my mind. How long can Stubble just wander around in a circle in a video game before he finds what he's looking for? Anything around these? I feel like I've already found something around these parts. I think I might have. Up there went not. There was nothing up there, was there? Google it. It's a running joke simulate from years ago when we used to play this. Hello? It's about where you stalled on your run. Oh, hello. No, it. There's got to be something. We can find this. We're going to dig in. Looks like someone's kid drew a sun in the middle of the page instead of on the top corner. It's pretty Japan though, right? We're looking for a clue. A raging clue. I don't feel like I properly searched this place. Maybe there's a clue. Imagine. Because I don't think that the caches are there until you find the clue that points to it. I got here really late in one stream, didn't I? I don't know if I fully searched it. Got through in the first aid kit. Go on, clue. Go on, massive clue.
I better take this food.
Huge clue in the filing cabinet. Who's Steve? Well, this game's making me feel even more. This music, it's making me feel defeated. Fuck this place. Fuck this game. Where's my clue? Yeah, I don't think the caches are spawned in until you find the clue. I think that's how it works. Or I'm worried that that's how it works. I mean, it helps that this game's beautiful. Look at that hand-painted sky. Steve is always looking out for a clue. Is that the thing I'm referencing? Oh, blue. No, sorry, no. I was referencing South Park. Part of me wondered whether the character was called Steve in South Park. Is there a mayor's office or a scouting hut? I don't know. They're like... The thing is, though, is I think that the supply caches seem to be...
Some water.
Shh, I'm talking, knobhead. The supply caches seem to be based on people that have been trying to survive here after, like, the infrastructure on the island has collapsed. So I don't know whether they'd be likely in these more official areas. There's no mayor's office, there's a church. I don't know where I've read something that the church is a worthwhile place to look. We got the one behind the house, we got the one in the cave. If what was airdrop, sorry, Reeves. I'm running out of food as well. I can't remember what it is, Cats, if you're asking me about South Park. Wasn't there some, like, parody of The Famous Five or something, where it was two posh lads that were wandering around trying to solve crimes? caches, or are they not that sort of... They're just stashes, isn't it? Actually, it might call it stashes. I might have been using the wrong word this whole time. Yeah, the Hardy Boys, right? Hardy Boys with the Raging Clues. That's the one, yeah. Add extra food to the Grey Mother's fridge. So these are the ones we've got. We've got the one in the cave, and we've got the one behind the home in Milton. The wrestlers, yeah. Yeah, I think I've searched every car. Where the fuck would the other one be? I still need to be out here hunting food as well for the... Oh, great mother. Tell you what, we'll do a bit of that now. Imagine if she gives you the clue after you've... Yeah, that might be true. Fuck, Grass has got 2 guns. Got him. It's fine. How fast would a rabbit die if you shot him real powerfully in the face with a flare? I acknowledge it's grisly. But this is survival. Do you want the Grey Mother to die just to save some adorable rabbits? The Grey Mother, the source of all my pain and problems in this run so far. Me too. Nothing in the back, is there? Sometimes there's shit in the back that I forget to look at. Okay, we went through all of the house. Stop talking about food, Mackenzie. We've just killed some stuff. Anything here? No? Anything in this wood bin? No?
Can't feel my hands.
Visors have been checked. Stubbler's been here. Imagine a game when you're looking for loot in a car that has you searching behind the visors but doesn't have you searching the one place where people keep loot in a car. There's no vehicles out in this area, is there? Because this area I just associate with shitloads of wolves. That's where I'm going to leave. But of course I need this supply cache first. It's just tree stumps. Tell you what, let's have a quick peek in this direction. Maybe there is some... I've been like avoiding going towards this exit looking area. Just in case it just like starts a cutscene. But should we just take the risk? If it goes wrong, fucking grandma dies, right? That's fine. Starves to death. I don't want to accidentally not complete my tasks. Oh, name a better duo than what? Breach? Old ladies and dying. Oh, there is some shit here.
What happened here?
I don't want to start a cutscene that has me leave. What if one of the notes is here? Search the frozen corpse. Nothing. This is the prison bus, isn't it? Briefcase. Newsprint. Prison Transport Manifesto. Blackrock Federal Penitentiary Transport.
Freezing.
The following felons are slated for immediate transport to Blackrock Federal Penitentiary. Scheduled arrival Thursday, November blank, 20 blank. S. White, K. Irvin, B. Vacon, D. Kang, P. Kelly, S. Harris, T. Hobbs, D. Mathis, E. Gabbus, R. Y. Leclerc, M. Kowalski, J. Baker, V. Deschub, and S. Heller. 15 inmates. Looks like they didn't get there, though. I daren't go any further. Forgive me, but I daren't go any further. I need to make sure that this doesn't trigger some kind of cutscene. I thought there might be a vehicle or a note or something here, but... Nope, not investigating the bus. Let's go back. Well, at least go back to the gas station and go cook up some shite. Take advantage of the fact I've got an auto walk, but hang on a minute. I need to do some gentleman's rearranging. Give me a second. Nobody wants to watch that, I'm sure. Right, marbles and stream races then in 10 minutes, and we'll go and enjoy our weekend of watching shit football. For those that haven't seen it yet, if you go to Discord, let me just check actually, and scroll up a bit to Katz's message, those will show up every time a goal is scored in the World Cup. So you can see your score predictions and how they match up against the current scores. Cutscenes? What the fuck is that? It sounds like something Maniac Mansion had come up with. Was Maniac Mansion the first game to have cutscenes? A history lesson here. What, was there a Polish sounding name? Reeves. Alright, let's cook some food, because otherwise I'm going to cold to death. We have a fire barrel, don't we? Okay, start with it. No accelerant, so we'll just have to hope these sticks and stuff work. I wondered if there were like real references to other shit. Okay, fire barrels up. I've got nothing to use as firewood. I need to cook on this thing. What can I break down for firewood? Got a stack of papers, but they're not going to work for actual fire, are they? That thing's going out fast. Need fuel for the fire. Please don't go out, please don't go out. Yes. Right, let me just break down a couple of bits and bobs. We'll get the fire going and I'm going to cook this meat. Sporricle tonight, cat, says Augur.
Something to eat.
Nearly 1,000 desert golfing. Do you agree, Easy Green, that desert golfing is comfortably the best and highest value for money mobile game in existence? I actually think desert golfing is a perfect example of when people... Okay. Of just how much pay to win, free to access, free to play bullshit has conned us into forgetting what actual gaming is. You download a free to play game and you have to watch 15 adverts per life or whatever, or you have to pay for ad block on it or whatever, or you have to subscribe to it. And we're so used to that now that we're fine. But Desert Golfing is a game that came out in like 2015 or whatever it was. And there's no ads, there's no store, there's no menu, there's no text. There's nothing, but there's probably 50,000 hours of very simple golfing thing. Very, very simple. But a lot of people look at it and realise it's like $1 and they're like, buying an app? Are we really buying an app in 2026? Like, we all hate the pay-to-win thing, but for some reason a mobile game, you've definitely got your money's worth, right? Gosh, fucking, it's a banger. Absolute belter. You just knock a ball into a hole and it just gives you another hole, and you knock a ball into that and it gives you another hole, and you knock a ball into another, and it just keeps going, and it just keeps going and going and going. I'm on level 10,000 and something right now. About 300 levels in, you see a cactus and your mind is blown, and then that cactus is gone for another 700. It is. Everybody go download Desert Golfing. We can sit here and talk about the woes of modern gaming, but Desert Golfing is the cure. Let me... Oh god, I've spoiled it. Easy Green, I'm sorry. So Easy Green will have gone through this whole thing having never seen anything other than sand and sky. Jesus. Didn't you get up into the high thousands, Augur? I think Augur got into the thousands, then lost his account and went back into the thousands. Something like that. The end of the game, despite people have been playing it for a decade, the end of the game is still just a rumour. It's so good. Oh fuck, I love dumb shit like that. There we go. Let's cook up a bit of this meat. Can't remember the exact number I was at, but I'm back around 3,000 now. Yeah, Chaz is balls deep on it as well. It's the perfect, simple... It's everything. It's my game of the year in 2015. Or 14. Would you could 14 or 15? It feels like when you get about 7,000 levels in, it feels like it's going to turn into something, some like art piece or something, but it never does. It's just Mod Desert Golfing. Brilliant. Right. Let's just let this cook. Too hungry to do anything other. We're going to have to think of a battle strategy for this next week, how we're going to find this clue. See, this is usually where I would... Can I put another cooking pot here? I have another cooking pot, do I? We'll maybe cook one raw. That's going to burn in seconds. Leave that too. Cook that. Yeah, this is usually where I'd play this game loads off stream to try and like make sure the pacing's not chopped on stream. But Fresh is out and that can fuck off, so I will see you all next week for more looking for clues. Saying that, got a minute or two, we need to walk back and go see Night Mother or whatever her name is. I mean, we've made progress today. We got a rabbit snared. I found the wolf. We found another hidden cache thing and cached it in. I just need this note that leads to the last stash and we can get out of here. The brood, yeah, the brood mother. There's a lot of mothers in gaming, isn't there? Night Mother, Grey Mother, Brood Mother, Grandmother, Wolf Mother. Infected Brood Mother. Let's get off Urban Dictionary and finish your day's work. Anyway, that, boys and girls, is our 3 hours for today. Fisty, good morning. It's almost like mothers are a common societal construct. It is, right? thank you for joining me, everybody, for this 3 hours of the long dark. I will see you all next week for another painstaking, pixel-searching, freezing shit show. Monday, then, I will see you all for more My Summer Car. I'd like to think we can beat that game next week. There you go. I just need a few more components for the car, and it's done. This is the longest long dark stream where I've wandered around a lot in the dark. I'm going to put the bedroll over here somewhere because I don't like how she stares at me. Sorry, grandmother. Great mother. Rude mother. But for now, that's going to do it. Let's go play marbles. Let's go play stream races. Let's all go enjoy a long weekend of football. Again, for those that were here like 10 minutes ago. If you go to Discord and you scroll up to Katz's message that has all of the numbers and stuff on it, you will see that that is the way that you can track your scores during a game. So if you're watching a game and you're thinking, what the fuck did I have for this in that Doomhaus rubbish for the World Cup? Not always, Katz is only human. But if he's sat watching a game, he will post those scores for you all to check yours against. So, enjoy the football this weekend. Thank you for joining me this week. Apologies for yesterday and all of that dragging out a little bit long. Turns out, his place doesn't fucking scale. So we will not let it scale because it's annoying when I have to deal with 48 of you knobheads. She is blind, yeah, but I don't like the way that she thinks she's staring at me. She's creepy regardless. Thank you all. Now it's time to go play marbles, stream races, golf, Sparkle or whatever, Cards Against Humanity, and then something I've not decided yet. Do you want to know something fucked? Yesterday, the Oranges won a point in marbles. For the first time in like 2 weeks. Turns out it's possible. A golden orange means that we have a little bit of faith that maybe the Greens aren't going to win every single point between now and the end of the Rumble. If we could repeat that today, I'd be happy, because currently the scores are 99 to 75. So, either the Oranges get that point today and get us up to 75 and get a back-to-back. Stream races is after this as well. Or, if this goes wrong today, the Greens get their 100th point and go more than 25 points clear. If you are in the Doomhaus Discord and you would like to take part in this, the password for entry into today's marbles is stash. Go. Fisty, good work on 7. Right, come on, Oranges. We've got Polar for the Greens, Cats for the Greens, Sothan for the Greens, Fisty for the Greens, for the Oranges, Satan for the Oranges, Azar for the Greens, 6-4 for the Greens, Alkarion, good morning, for the Oranges, Reaps for the Greens, Lundios, good afternoon, for the Greens, Easy Green for the Greens, Shaggy Dan for the Oranges, Bear, welcome to the stream, if I could just get your name typed right, for the Greens, Auger for the Greens, Dougie for the Greens, Tagslag for the Oranges, Schmitz for the Oranges, and Lark for the Greens. Do you know what? After yesterday having to deal with 48 of you people, it's nice that we've got less than 20 for this one today. Thank you all. If there's more Oranges than Greens, I thank you even more so. Alright, 19 marbles into the race. Person of the century of the day to the winner. So it's a difficult one to get right. I just didn't capitalise it, which ironically, Bear, makes it even more right than before. First person to pick a number between 1 and 10 to level go. We have Polar, Cat, Sothan, Fisty, Kitten, Satan, Azar, 6-4, Alkarion, Reaps, Lundios, Easy Green, Shaggy Dan, Bear, Auger, Dougie, Tagslack, Schmitz, and Lark. 6 Oranges and 13 Greens. More than double the Greens. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as per 6-4. 27 marbles in yesterday, and mercifully we're down to 19 today. Look. Are we all ready? Started rewatching your Fallout 4 playthrough. It's really interesting. You were so in love with Dogbeat. I know. Dogbeat's the way. Mind right. Unfortunate. Mind right, good morning. That was tight, that one. We're going to have to go though, Mind right. Otherwise I'll get talked back off the main menu every time by someone, right? Rusty Remnant is the name of the level. Best of luck, everyone. We begin. As much as I'd love to have another orange in. 6-4 gets the drop early. Satan, there he is. Mind right, good morning, incidentally. In time, maybe on your screen, yeah, but I pressed go and it was just Bears True. I always stare at chat when I press go to make sure. It was a couple of seconds into the loading screen when you came in on my end, Mind right. I'm very, very sorry. If I win, you can have my points, says Reap. What the hell? How did Satan get so far ahead? Satan, I don't know what you've done, but keep it up. Please don't fall off. This level's massive. Come on, Satan. Did he take the middle path? I mean, I'll take this. There is another orange right behind him, but with the 6 oranges and 13 greens, this would be insane. Satan, hold this down. Don't go backwards. Satan! 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 Oh, come on. Satan! He's lost his entire lead. I'll carry on. Make sure you don't do the same. Okay, he's going into the tumbler. The greens will get out of the tumbler ahead of the oranges. So maybe we can do some better stunts. Yeah, there we go. Look. Okay, 2 greens have got out of the tumbler now. Alcarion has. And has Satan. Alright, Lundios now in the lead. Reap's in second. Cancel it at Mind right, John. Give oranges a better chance. Oh yeah, if Lundios wins this, he ties Augur at the top of the league. Go Reaps, go, says Augur. Okay, Lundios and Reaps are neck and neck. We've got 6-4 Azar, Fisty, Alcarion, Easy Green, Bear, etc. behind. Lundios has hit some trouble on the bobbly bits. Reaps is trying to get the overtake. Lundios is being held back. Damn, that was a hell of a lead from the orange. Obviously, he's an orange, so he's not allowed to keep it. But that was a hell of a lead from the oranges. Reaps goes left. Does Lundios go right and get the faster path? He does. Augur starts sweating even more. Martin, welcome to the stream. A bit late, alas, but Stream Races is coming up. Can Reaps get out with a spinner, or is it going to let Lundios go ahead? I mean, Satan's approaching, but there's not really enough stuff to hold the Lundios back. Although he's got a bit of a strange angle coming out of that obstacle. 6-4's here as well, and Alcarion. Reaps has actually managed to get ahead of Lundios. Maybe Reaps can do this. Go on, Lundios. Oh, Lundios skips a big chunk of the level. Can he hold this down? He can. Or is Alcarion or 6-4 going to get a bit more pace around the outside? Lundios through in is about to tie Augur at the top of the league. Augur, how do you feel? Augur was spamming through that entire thing. Lundios gets back to... I mean, Reaps would have got 3 if he'd have 3 points this week. Lundios is your person of the century of the day, tying Augur at the top of the league in the mug race. Lundios is... No, wait. No, he doesn't tie. He ties Azar. It's Azar that's in second, not Lundios. He ties Azar. Sorry, Lundios. Alright. Lundios is 1 point now behind Augur at the top, tied with Azar. Fucking hell. I really just... Why can't I snooze ads now? Why can't I snooze ads?
Stop saying tying Jesus, I told you 10 fucking times, you lying stupid bitch.
I've noticed, by the way, when you're on the internet, the thing that you have to cope with is people saying, I told you! All day. Well, Lundios right there gets the Greens 100th point. 1 point behind Augur, tied with Azar in second. Balls. Oranges. That bitch. Lundios bribed Stubbler to take my crown. Did you get the 200th last year as well? Lundios shows up greens when you're needed. Right, final act of the week. Can the oranges get a win in stream races? I'm not going to stand for these peasants conspiring together. Alright, final act. If you're in the Doomhaus Discord and you'd like to take part in 2 rounds of stream races, 1 to give your team a bonus point, 2 the Stubbler round, where I will try and win us a point, then you must simply type the word race now. You've got 30 seconds to go. Right, race. 10 bits for a boom, but 1 boom per person per race. We have in this one Alkirion, Bear, Stubbler, Azar, Fisty, 6-4, Martin, Mindrite, Polar, Azzy, Lundios, Reap, Satan, Schmidt, Shaggydan, Sothan, Easy Green, Cat. All in. I don't know if Dougie snuck in at the end there, he might not have. Right, apologies everybody, we've got stupid fucking power-ups at the start, but we're going to focus the front car and face backwards. Good luck everybody. I think Bear's in the lead, but we've got this low gravity thing. Kitten though with a stomping overtake. Kitten enters first place for the oranges. Bear, Lundios and Sothan behind. Come on Kitten, hold this down. Kitten goes for a big jump. The oranges have to be perfect because there's always enough greens to fix it if not. Goes for a boost there now. Am I in? Did I put myself in? I think I was explaining the rules of the Stubbler round and put myself in. Alright, if I win it doesn't matter, it doesn't mean anything. Ignore me. Alright, Sothan's in the lead. Kitten's dropped back to third with Satan in fourth. Cats and Sothan now. Which green gets a good jump over this ramp? One of them does, surely. Wait, where's the green that always gets a good jump over this ramp? Sothan's got his respawn in the perfect position, as has Bear. No oranges yet to get the respawns. Bear takes the lead then for the greens. Lundio second for the greens. Sothan third for the greens. Cat's fifth for the greens. Dougie sixth for the greens. 6-4, 7th for the greens. Sothan, don't help Kitten on the road, you monster. Oh, Sothan smashes into Bear and then rams Bear off the road. Sothan will not let Bear be happy, letting Lundios into the lead. Currently, we have orange in 8th, but I'm not allowed to qualify. So Kitten in 10th is the most advanced orange. What did Lundios do? I didn't see Lundios, I was too busy stressing. Alright, the greens have done that thing where they go into overdrive somehow. Okay, do we have any oranges? No. Schmidt's in 10th. Oh, he jumped the mountain and landed on the track. I didn't see that. Don't worry about it, greens. You can make all the mistakes you want. Shaggy Dan now in 10th, the most advanced orange. Polar's now in the lead for the greens. We might end up with top 10 all being green at this rate. Greens, are you proud of this? You must not be. I'm assuming you're not. Come on, get an orange in the top 10. I know I'm there, but I'm not supposed to be. Come on, oranges. Obviously, we're not allowed to win anything in summer, it turns out. So can we at least get 1 in the top 10? Ooh, Satan's in 9th. Satan's in 7th. Satan, you must have a nosebleed getting that high on a green-only competition. Satan's still in 7th. That's pretty impressive. Polar then in the lead. Did Polar win this last time? Somehow I'm after my third boost behind because my stream lagged. You're after your I'm third after your boost being behind because the stream lagged. You're about to be in Never mind, that one didn't lag. Oranges, we're going to have to think of something for these upcoming years. Are we entering a period of the greens just dominating everything? Has the back and forth finally finished? Paula takes the bonus point. The greens get 2. The oranges got 1 in 2 full weeks. The greens are set. What is that? Crashed nil. Oh shit, I was about to do this. The greens are actually set. They're 1 point away from sweeping 2 full weeks. 101 points to the greens. And they went and got all but 1 favourites in the World Cup as well.
Four oranges. I play a tiny violin for you.
And had it not been for that fucking mountain, I would have won. It's true, actually. But that mountain oranges aren't allowed to do well on that mountain, as you see. And it fucked out. We entered the tumbler with Satan like 15 seconds in the lead in marbles, and I said no, because the greens are going to get out of that, because we all knew it, didn't we? And guess what? A green got out of it first, and a green won marbles. And then Kitten got into the lead, and we approached that obstacle, and I was like, despite Kitten's lead, we're not getting over this because a green will nail it. Lundios nails it, Kitten fucks it, the greens win.
That isn't a bad thing, by the way.
Was that a bad long jump, Mindrake? What did you do? Crash? Right. If you'd like to join in for the stubble around. Fisty, thank you for the bits. Martin, thank you for the bits. Then you need to type the word race now. The greens get the bonus point thanks to Paula. Race, 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 go. We have Bear, Mike, Kid, Stubbler, Easy Green, Mindray, Alkirion, Polar, 6-4, Schmitz, Fisty, Shaggy Dan, Satan, Cats, Dougie, Stothan, all in. Right, I'm going to focus myself alone. If I come first, the oranges gain a point. If I come last, the oranges lose a point. Azar, in. Stothan, in. Given the way it's gone lately, I have a feeling I'm coming last in this, and I don't know why. Right, 1 boom per person per race. I'm starting in 3rd. Hey, I don't mind that. Come on, Stubble, you can do this. They're all going to boost, and you're not allowed to, but that's fine, because you're not going to crash into that thing and stop. Chaos Wheel Boost Party. Okay, that was Reaps, who's knocked me clean off the track. Lundios has blown Sothan up to try and make me feel better. And weirdly, it did. Okay, Martin, I didn't see you. Who did you blow up then, Martin?
Fuck that. You can't be in 3rd.
Oh, sorry, don't worry, I'm not now. Whoa! I'm a bit nervous. Lundios is upside down with shock. The fact that I keep getting... What is this? Okay, well, it's fair to say I'm not winning this, but as long as I don't come in last... I'm never getting reset because it's just juggling me. And with Schmitz getting his respawn before me, no. I'm not in last, but Schmitz and Okay. Alkirion, Schmitz, I need you to sabotage yourself as much as possible. Preventing future people from taking your jobs. Fucking hell. Alkirion's got his boost in. He's trying to disrupt my back passage. Satan and Schmitz and Alkirion, good work, have fallen behind. Good blind boosts in. Sothan, 6-4, I appreciate the assistance. Alkirion's making me nervous staring at me like that. Get round Dougie, we might be able to crack the top 10. No, Mindray and Lundios from between. This is going a bit better now. I've not cocked up massively. 6-4's gone for a boom and he's killed 6-4. Look at his battle cry as he's flying through the sky. Wow, Alkirion has really golfed himself there. That's impressive. Am I last? Alkirion! Fuck it up! Okay, got ahead of 6-4. Alkirion 6-4, I need you to fuck this up. Alright, Paula's won 3 stream races back to back to back, by the way. Shit. Trying to help by crashing. You might have done it. As long as I can get over this finish line with 6-4 and you behind me, we might be good. Alkirion, we can do this. Satan's boosting. Alright, there's the end. No, the end's actually quite a distance. I need to get this jump right. Don't go off the track. I'm going off the track. Bounce back onto the track. Happily ever after. Okay, yeah. Mind right, don't knock me. Mind right, don't knock me. Don't knock me, because it will reset my... Yeah. Okay, look at Mind right, what a hero. He's technically on the path right now, so he's not going to get a respawn, because the game thinks he's travelling to the exit right now at full speed. And there goes Stubbler, at least we are finishing last. This is the face of your hero, everybody. What a god. Thank you all for the booms during stream races. I may not have won as a point, but I didn't lose one. Paula, congratulations winning both stream races. Lundios wins Person of the Century of the Day. Thank you all for joining this week, but I'm getting out of here. That was a DNF for the win in this instance. Right. Make sure your World Cup predictions are done. Cats will be posting live data in a really cool fashion on your predictions, what you predicted for each game, and what everybody else predicted in Discord. If you scroll up, you can see an example of it. Enjoy the World Cup this weekend. If you're not watching football, enjoy whatever you're doing other than the World Cup. For now, thank you all. We'll see you all next week for my summer car and a spot of long dark, and hopefully some good news regarding the Orange's predictions in the World Cup. For now, thank you all. I love you all. You're all very generous. Thank you for the bits, subs, host raids, and everything this week. Keep an eye out for people, friends of the Doomhaus that might be live. But somebody give me a final word. As I say, golf in 2 hours and 45 minutes for those that fancy it. But for now, Satan, Martin, Azar, Easy Green, Reaps, Cats, Mindright, Fisty, 6-4, Keaton, Schmitz, and everybody else. I love you all. I will see you all tomorrow. No, I won't. There's no Saturday stream. Oh, God. Never mind a final word. I've just set Chaz off. See you Monday, bye.
That was fucked up.